This is the Stegosaurus Cupcake Wrap. This is the mini size. There's also a standard size and a jumbo muffin size. I've already put the mini one together here, and in the video I'm going to be putting the standard size together. Before you cut all the pieces you need, you should cut one and test the size on the cupcakes that you're making, just to make sure that they fit. I'm going to go ahead and put my mini one to the side, and I'm going to start with my pieces for my standard. I should have two body pieces, and I'm laying them out, even though they're exactly the same, I'm laying them out so they're mirrors of each other. Then I should have two back legs and two front legs. I'm going to start with one of the bodies, and there's a tiny notch right there in the little corner, and a tiny notch here at the bottom of the neck. And we're going to fold a line from notch to notch. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same at the tail. There's a little notch right in the corner and a notch at the bottom of the tail. And again, we're going to fold from notch to notch. Okay, I'm going to set that down. And then I'm going to go to the other piece. I'm going to do the same thing, but folding it the opposite direction, so this is a mirrored version of the other side of the body. And then once I have those folded in, now I'm going to curl this center part on each one. So I'm talking about the body that's between the tail and the neck. I'm just going to gently curl it around my finger, like this, kind of like how you would curl ribbon. You can already see we're starting to get the one half of the body there. We're going to do the same with the other side. Gently curl it. And now that we have them both curled, we're going to pick them up. We're going to glue them face to face like this. I'm going to start with the tail, and I'm going to probably start with the tail down here. Add some glue. I don't worry about gluing every single one of those little the Stegosaurus spikes at the top. That would just be a lot of little gluing, and it's okay that they're separate. So I'm going to glue there. And then after I have the tail glued, I kind of like to do this in two sections. Do the tail first and then these spikes. I'm just going to add glue to a few of these, kind of right to the end. Get rid of any glue strings that you may have. Alright, that's together now. And now I'm going to do the front. So again, I'm just going to start with his head here. Put glue on the head. And then push those face to face. And now at this end, I want to make a little place with no glue where this side can kind of just pop in between there, just to kind of hold it in. So I'm not going to put any glue right down here at the bottom in the middle. So I'm going to peel this back. I'm going to put a little glue right here on this spike, and then the other spikes I can do the whole spike. That first one though, I just want to put it at the top. And then I'm going to push that down. And what that does here is after you put the cupcake in, like that, then you can separate this side a little and just kind of pop it in between there. You're not actually going to glue it, but once the cupcake is in, it will be able to kind of rest between there. You'll have the tension of the cupcake, and it'll just kind of sit in there like that, keeping those little spikes all together across the top. And now we're going to add the legs. This is one of the back legs. It's going to go on right like that. And if you notice, it goes a little over that top edge. So we want the bottom of the foot to be lined up with the ground, but then the top of the leg is going to go over. So I'm going to actually put my glue a little lower down by the knee. And I'm just going to put a little spot of glue, and then I'm going to line up the side and press it on. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the other side. Put a little glue on. I'm going to eye it looking at the top, kind of try to get it right in the same spot on the other side. Again, making sure that the bottom of the foot is lined up with the bottom of the cupcake wrap. I like to pull the legs just a little outward after I put them on. That way they just kind of show up. It gives it a little contrast. And then we're going to do the front legs. They go this way. And these we're just going to put a little right at the top of the leg. And again, just make sure it's lined up with the bottom. Want it about right there. There's not an exact spot to put the legs in. Just kind of in that general area, whatever looks good to you. Makes it look like a cute little dinosaur. That's what you're going for. This one, to get it in the same spot. Just going to kind of fold it flat. You can actually fold these flat too, like this, to put the legs on if that's easier. I kind of like to do it put together so you can really see. And there you go. You've got a little cupcake wrap ready to go. You'll put, again, you're gonna move this out of the way, slide the cupcake in, and then once the cupcake's in, there'll be some tension on this shape, and then you can just pop those little, pop this back side into the front side here of the spikes, and it will stay together, and you'll have a cute little Stegosaurus.